Hey, this may or may not surprise some of you. Yet another Republican has been found guilty of voter fraud. And, I saw the headline, former New York election official pleads guilty to ballot fraud. I knew it was going to be a Republican, but I figured I should look at the article just to make sure. And of course it was. Jason Schofield, a Republican who recently resigned from the Rensselaer County Board of Elections in New York, admitted he applied for absentee ballots using other voters' personal information. He pleaded guilty yesterday to applying for absentee ballots in the names of others. He's from Troy, New York. He resigned last month, and he admits back in 2021, he unlawfully used the names and birth dates of voters in connection with 12 absentee ballot applications that he electronically submitted to the New York State Voter Absentee Ballot Application Request Portal. He's 43 years old. He admits he falsely certified that he was those 12 different people. He was originally arraigned in September. His attorney said Schofield maintained his innocence in the 12-count indictment. He's scheduled to be sentenced May 12th. He faces up to 5 years in prison, a fine of $250,000, and supervised release of up to 3 years for each count. The really important takeaway here continues to be individual voter fraud of this kind is very, very rare in the United States. There's a study by the Brennan Center for Justice. Voter fraud occurs at a rate of less than 0.0003%. That's like one case of fraud for every 30 million votes that are cast. And other studies have found the same. However, when we do find stories of individual voter fraud, aside from being really rare, they are mostly Republicans, and it's a really terrible way to try to win elections. And the reason is that the scale is so small and the risk so big. Voter fraud of this kind often involves one or a few people trying to sway the outcome of an election, at least in theory. And even if they get away with their small-scale voter fraud, the impact on the overall results would rarely be significant. Now, if it's a really, really, really tiny election, a town of 800 people in which only a fraction are adults and only a fraction vote, and it could come down to 5 votes, and you do this with 12 ballots, maybe you can swing an election. Insanely unlikely. And the risk is too high. They love to say, we have no way of catching these people. We seem to catch plenty of them. And they almost exclusively are Republicans who are either trying to test the system or are saying it's actually Democrats who are doing it. So another case, relatively rare, but it just so happens that it's yet another Republican. Sentencing in May, we'll see if they throw the book at him, which would mean 5 years. And that would be pretty interesting to see, I must say.